right, we're back, folks, with Peter, Patter, and Perry, and we've got a special guest that just joined us, Lanny McDonald, legend hockey player of the Calgary Flames. But we want to talk about things away from the game. Patter?
Apollo, please quiet.
You guys are sick. What is wrong with you
Master
guys?
commercial maker.
Oh my God! There's actually quite a story about that one. The commercial they had to film it at night, and the commercial started at 9 o'clock. Thinking, okay, it'll take an hour, hour and a half. We finished at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You guys were that bad?
We were that bad, and we had to play the next night against Pittsburgh. I'll never forget it.
That was probably your best game of the year.
I scored 3 goals.
No assists.
No assists. No, I had 42 shots on net. But
Okay, that was
beside
Apollo
the point.
Muffler.
Yeah,
And that Apollo Muffler is on YouTube, that commercial.
it's pretty bad.
It's pretty good. You
my
had the
God.
tuxedo going?
Yeah, well, sometimes a commercial can be so bad it's good. It's kind of like that old Hungry Man dinner commercial.
Talk about that one. That's the best one with Brian Glennie.
Brian Glennie in Toronto. So they asked us, "Will you do this?" Okay, fine.
You didn't get paid, did you?
Oh my gosh, that's the best part about that one. Bob Haggard was the guy that
Bob Haggard.
negotiated
Remember him, yeah.
negotiated the deal. And right at the last minute, before we signed the contract, he said, "You know what, guys, because it was only supposed to run for 1 6-week cycle." And he said, "I'm going to put like a little ad on here. If it runs another cycle, you get paid again." Well, the commercial ran for 2.5 years. I made as much money there as I made playing for the Maple Leafs. And everyone went, "Oh, wow, how could you do that?" "Oh, it was good, let me tell you."
Did you eat the Hungry Man dinners at home?
Oh, my gosh. You
Had a
had
full
to,
lifetime supply, probably.
you had to have them in your fridge or freezer at all times. They would come, and we didn't have that big a house. They would come in like boxes like this high, and they'd bring 3 or 4 at a time. And Ardell and I would go around to the neighborhood. "Do you want a couple of pizzas? Do you want a couple of Hungry Man dinners?" Everyone loved us. And oh my gosh, it was crazy. The funny part at the end of that commercial was Brian Glennie was supposed to say meow. Well, Brian couldn't say meow. It kind of came meow. So after about 2 hours of doing the stupid commercial, they said, "We got to switch the line." And so Brian said, when he gets hungry, Lanny goes wild, and then I say meow. So the whole thing, it was kind of maybe I'm the constant here.
No, I don't think so, Mike. I don't think it
taking
is.
forever to get the commercial.
Can we retake this, please?
Oh my God! It's so much fun. Like you guys know, away from the game. When you do some things like that, or you do a charity event and some crazy things go down, like they're there for life, and
On
you
YouTube,
can't take
your
them
stuff
down.
is there for life. There's
Yeah, no
doubt.
kidding.
How did it come that they selected you guys to do that?
Probably no one else would do it. I don't know. Bob Haggard did some work at that time in representing different players, and I think they had originally talked about Tiger doing it, and then for whatever reason they wanted somebody bigger. And at that time, both Brian and I had these massive, like doos going, and do afro, and so they ended up asking the two of us, and we said, "Well, sure." And then you got paid bonus money.
How long did that taping take?
6-7 days. No, it actually wasn't that long, although you had to rip the fridge door off. Well, Oh my God, it's lucky someone didn't get killed because the fridge door fell off about 10 times. If you look on the corner of the commercial, you can see the dents in the corner where it landed on the corner. Oh man, so much fun.
We're a motorized city and our vehicles are very important. That's why Apollo Muffler is fast, thorough, and completely guaranteed. From mufflers to our new brake service, we guarantee to keep you running. So where do I take my car? I thought you'd never ask. Apollo, yeah. Apollo, space quiet.
When Brian gets hungry, he goes wild.
So I tame my big appetite with a Swanson Hungry Man dinner. A man-sized meal with extra meat and all the fixins. The second helping's built right in.
I'm just a meat and potatoes man myself.
Then dig into a Hungry Man entree. Just meat and potatoes, but big on the meat.
Swanson Hungry Man dinners and entrees are enough to turn a wild man
into a pussycat.
Meow.